everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these fab little pocket tissue holders. And they just literally slide in. You peel the fronts off. You can take them out the whole packet if you'd like, but I just keep them in the packets and slide them in. There we go. Fab little pocket tissue holders. Great for your handbag, to give us presents. Great for first time sewers because it's made so easy and quickly and it looks really professional. There we go. Takes about 20 minutes, if that. Here's my template I'm using. I'll show you the measurements. 3.5 inches. Inches, and then I've just folded it in half and cut the corners off there. And for the front, it's 3.5 inches by 5.5 inches. And then again, I've folded my template in half and then just cut a shape out the front there. So I'll show you these because I've cut a few pattern pieces out already. So you need 2 of the long ones, 2 of those. I'm going to be making a whole load of these today, so I'm going to cut loads of patterns out. I'll do another one here. So you just mark around your pattern piece. You can use any pen, like a biro, pencil. This one's one of those pens that after 48 hours disappears, the ink disappears. So you cut 2 of the longer template. And 2 of this one, which is the front template. A certain design on the front of mine. I'm just cutting my pieces out to anywhere on my material just to save material really. But if you do have a pattern on yours, like this one has a bird on, you have to cut this front one to match your design so it's in the middle. But again, like with this one, it's not got an actual pattern on in the middle, so I'll just place them to use as little fabric as possible. There we go, so then I'll cut all those out and then I'll come back to you and show you how to pin them all together. And just fold them in half. You can actually pin that to hold it in place because it does slip a little bit. And then you can get a good shape on the front and make sure that it's even. So there we go. So when we pin them together, if you decide what you want, which would be this section here on the back and coming around to the front, that'll go down first. So I think I like this one. Just place them together and have a little look at how your fabrics are, because that's, if I had it like that, it would look like that. Or if I use that one on the back, look like that. I kind of like that, to be honest. First of all, we need to just sew around this, so put pretty sides to pretty sides, and we will go and sew that, and then I'll come back to you and literally just going to sew 1/4 inch just round there, okay? And I'm going to do this one at the same time, and you can cut as many out to do all at once. Sometimes that can just be a bit easier than doing one whole one and another whole one. So I will do this one at the same time. Okay, now I've stitched these. So that's the stitching I've done along. I've done it in this brighter colour so you can see the stitching. And that's like that. So literally when you've done that, just snip on the inside, the bend, because this will just help the material lie flat and stretch round on the other side. So there we go. Then just turn it around, put the two ends together and run your fingers up the outside, and that'll just pull that corner out, and then run your finger up that side. Now at this point you can just press that into place. Make sure everything's all straight and lining up down the sides. So you can press that into place and then sew along on the top. So this is the other one I've done, and I've just stitched all around the edge there just to tidy that up. So I'll go and do this one. Now you can stitch in a colour where you're not going to see, or like I've done on this one, in a contrasting colour. Up to you. Okay, and I've just finished this one, so just trim your edges off. And on this one I decided to use a gold thread, which I think looks really pretty. Right, and I've stitched it really badly, so obviously stitch better than me. I'm never any good at stop stitching. Either that one turned out all right for me. Okay, so when we're putting this together, the outside bit, as in this bit here, goes first up there. Then the bit that's going to show here lays face down on that. And then the back, okay, and then the inside bit here, which is this bit that's going to show, goes on like that. So we pin all those into place. And I'll also do this one. Obviously it doesn't matter on this one because they're all the same. Edges, before I put that on. There we go. I'll try and line up my pattern on the edge here, because this one's got stripes on it. And with this one, I'll just line those stripes up. If you have clips, you can use clips rather than pins. That's just down to preference. There we go. So now we are going to take these upstairs and sew around. I'm literally leaving this top open, just sewing around the outside from here to here. Leave that bit open on both, leave that open, because that's where we'll turn it the right way round. Okay, so I finished stitching all the way around the outside of both of these. I'm just going to now trim off any excess and just tidy that up a bit. Also, when you get to the little corner bits, cut the corners off. This just helps when you turn it round the right way, not be as bulky. Right, there we go. So now we'll just turn them around the right way. Corners out. So actually the right way round is going to be that side, because I've got the little gold bits on there. So I'm just going to go and press that first, and the same with this one. go and press this one as well, and then I'll come back and show you what they're like. So there we go, I've pressed these. Now I'm just going to turn these inside out through the pocket, and we're going to go and sew. Again, I'll turn this one inside out, and we're going to sew the bottom edge. So just along the bottom edge there. I'll do the same with both. Okay, so I've sewn the ends there, so just trim off any excess. Now when you sew around any of this, always just go back and forth on each end of your sewing. And then the corners just a little bit, because there's not exactly much there. Just helps it lie better when you turn it the right way around. There we go. So we turn this the right way around. And then you can press this again at the bottom just so it lies really, really flat. And then next we're going to put some press studs on, or poppers, or snaps. They're called different things in different countries, but in England we call them generally poppers or press studs. I'll just use a little pen to get those corners out. Right, so the press studs, poppers, snaps that I've got is this set from Amazon. It was very good value, and there are absolutely tons of poppers in there. Also comes with a little pliers set and some other tools that you'll need, like that, and some instructions. Right, I'm going to use pink today because that's sort of like a bit of the theme here. So you need two back ones, and then the other ones you'll see, because they're both slightly different. One sticks up and one sort of goes in. I'll do pink on both. There we go. Now we've got this little tool here, so decide where you want your popper. Use the tool, perhaps measure your halfway point, and then push it through. You can also find out where you want it, probably like a bit of a finger length from the little piece inside. So I'll do that, line it up, and then I can make a mark underneath as well, and just push that through. There we go. Just push it through, that's it. So on this one we put the backing underneath, right inside, push that through, and then put the front on. And this just goes straight over. Slide that inside. Oh. Line it up, and then just squeeze it. You don't even need that much pressure, it's quite easy to do. And then we'll put this top one on, so that goes on the outside. Inside. These pliers, line it up, and then just give it a squeeze. And there we go. And there we go. There's another tissue holder, or pocket tissue holder. I hope you like my video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more DIYs. Thanks for watching.